The opinions of this podcast are solely those of the creators and do not reflect the opinions of the filmmakers involved. If you are of legal drinking age, feel free to have a drink with us, but please do drink responsibly. You're listening to Cole-astic Cinema.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
That's my son! This is my boy! My boy!
Look how they massacred my boy.
With your hosts, Fabian Salazar.
One that killed me was when the dude bit out the other dude's Achilles tendon.
And Cole Butterfield.
But like I'm genuinely concerned for this young woman. I'm like, oh no.
Where we talk about movies.
Most of the time. The baby in the biohazard
Holy
bin.
shit, dude.
That guy was like, what the fuck?
Well, like they have
So come along for a ride and have fun. Very.
so much class. Ooh, much class and much sass.
Much class, much sass.
Sassy class.
It feels a little thin, right? Does it feel a little thin? It feels a little
Thinner.
Feels a little
thin.
thin. Like the highs are too high. It doesn't feel like we're getting enough bass and mid. Maybe it's all mid and high. Like it sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Sounds off.
It does sound off.
Sounds off. Sounds off. Yep.
Weird. Anyway, that's an easy fix in post.
Oh yeah.
Like I can just throw an EQ on it and we'll respec it. And it's all good. Is that gonna stay this time?
I don't fucking know, man. It's goddamn. It's loose. It's fucking loose as all goddamn hell.
We haven't been doing it right.
I feel like
You got to do it right and keep it tight.
get it right. Get it tight. Gotta.
Seems tight. It seems better than it was.
Yeah. Before it was all flopping around, all loosey goosey.
Yeah.
just out there, just
It's not just flipping and rabbit,
flipping and
it,
flopping and fucking helicoptering around and all
spinning.
flippity.
They spinning. All right, and welcome to Classic Cinema.
Was he talking about a microphone or was he talking about something else? I don't know.
I have no idea. Today is a very special day. Not only is it the start of season 4, but we're going to do a special mystery episode for Cole, and I picked the movie and told him nothing about it.
Yep. Totally blind.
So we're going in. This is a movie that I thought would be a really fun watch. It's got some really, really cool ideas that I want to expand on. So the movie we're watching today is the 2021 Taiwanese horror movie, The Sadness.
That was a lot of adjectives. Okay.
It's the 2021 Taiwanese horror movie, The Sadness.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I think if I've heard anything about this.
So this movie is about a young couple trying to reunite amid a city ravaged by a plague that turns its victims into deranged, bloodthirsty sadists.
Wait, it turns them into sadists?
Yeah, they're kind of like sadists. They're kind of like zombies, but so what the virus does is it makes all of your inner wants and desires, like your crazy back of your mind thoughts, like, oh man, if I could, I would fucking rip that guy's throat out. It makes it all come out, so you just can't help yourself but act on it.
So any intrusive thought it just makes its way there.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Have to do that. It's like,
so the people infected by the virus are like or sorry, excuse me. I'll censor that. But I'll censor it, trigger warning. They're raping and killing and just doing the worst things imaginable to each other.
So they become intrusive thoughts incarnate. So they're cats.
Basically. This movie was directed and written by Rob Jabbaz.
Oh, okay. Now I still don't fucking know.
good friends of the way I heard about this movie was through Papa Meat. Papa Meat reviewed this movie and said it's worth a watch, so I really wanted to watch it, but I knew you would never agree to watch a movie like this if I didn't keep it from you.
Yeah, no. I mean, even though I have also been watching some Papa Meat, I mean, watching some of the reviews and stuff like that, I still have no intention of watching any of those goddamn movies, save for the ones that I actually have seen.
Yeah.
Like Evil Dead Rise.
It won 3 awards and was nominated for another 3. It's got a 6.4 on IMDb, but I have a feeling that's more of a critic versus fan thing, because all of the fan reviews say it's extreme and fun. It's a fun, crazy time. It's a good watch for horror movie fans. Let's see. Scrolling down, we see, hey, it released on my birthday, May 12th, 2022. Yep, its country of origin was Taiwan. Language spoken is Mandarin. And let's see, it was filmed in Taipei, Taiwan. I'm probably not saying that right. There's no budget for this film, but its worldwide gross was $430,000. But I'm pretty sure this is a VOD movie, so that means absolutely nothing. Anyway, I'm excited. I know there's a lot of ideas in it that I really want to explore, like what are our deep seated shit that we deal with day to day, that like if a virus came out and we were to just have to act on those, whether or not they be passing thoughts or just like these crazy things that run through our heads, like, oh, if we didn't have restrictions or blah blah blah, like what are some of like those crazy ideas that we would be quick to jump to if we had to. Like it's fun to think about. So I think a movie exploring that is and there's no way in hell this movie like couldn't not be a horror movie, because
Yeah, I mean,
like
what else would it be? Everyone's acting on like those inner darker thoughts. What else would it be? Like a romantic comedy? Like
given the context, it's like, yeah, like I don't harbor a bunch of rage towards like just the general public, but like I can see like people that do. Like if I could, I'd just stand up and fucking rip your goddamn throat out and in front of everybody and all that shit. And it's like, oh, it's so weird to think about.
No, it's definitely an interesting concept, and I'm curious about how it's going to play out, like in the movie itself, with how they're going to handle that kind of material. Having it be originated from a virus, that is interesting.
Yeah,
I think that's a more interesting way to go. Is like any like, I wouldn't necessarily say a lazier way to go, but like another way to go is like something like demonic or some sort of like supernatural element that just like brings forth like all those inner desires. Or
the depraved. Like I can see that. I can see that also.
Or you can make it like. If I can connect that to a comic book. The Mask. The Mask comic book, pretty much what it argues is about ego versus id, is what it's pretty much the whole setup is. And pretty much the mask itself brings out your ego and magnifies it to a certain level. And that's why the characters are able to do that, while also being outrageously cartoonish, both like universal altering powers, but pretty much like... kind of just like a commentary on how like why each character gets a hold of the mask brings out a certain thing, and they behave in a certain way that's elevated.
Yeah. It was like Stanley. I know from the movie, like Stanley, he's kind of quiet and shy, but like with the mask, he's
this love crazy wild man.
Yeah, and then the mob boss is like it just elevates his
Dorian Tyrell. I don't have this movie memorized.
Yeah. It just elevates his just
darker, just like lust for power, kind of just like
his
like, I come back
maniacal
for revenge. I'm going to take out my former boss who put a hit out on me. Like I'm going to get this shit taken care of. I'm going to punish my girlfriend because she made out with this cartoon.
Exactly. So that's a very good comparison. I like that.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely be like within those realms, and that's an interesting thing to explore. It's something I really enjoyed about reading the comic books, which are much more graphic than the movie itself. The movie is like pretty much geared towards families. The comic book itself is not. This is like Dark Horse, 90s Dark Horse comics. So like crazy shit goes on. Like it passes several different hands just from like Ipkiss and all. Like it's, I could do a whole thing on that, but it's that's an interesting thing to explore when it comes to those certain like I don't know if like inner desires or just like, or if it's just like a thought, just because you have this complex computer in your fucking head with all manner of like realities and scenarios and everything playing.
It's less than a computer.
You.
It's a piece of meat with electricity running through it.
Yeah, the most primitive computer.
Yeah.
It's an organic computer. It's like from Guardians of the Galaxy
The
3.
organic mechanic.
Yeah, the organic mechanic. It's the organic.
Shout out Mad Max. But yeah, no, it is. having this computer in your head and it quantifies all of your right and reason.
It's constantly taking in information from everywhere around you.
One little thing gets unplugged or doesn't get enough. Like say you doesn't get enough of this. What am I thinking of? Like not hormone, but like this synapse doesn't fire on 1, but it fires on 1.25, and then suddenly your entire fucking personality changes for a day.
Yeah.
So
that's why I said this. I'm getting interested to see how because I haven't seen this review with Papa Meat or anything. I know nothing about this movie. It's one of those things I want to say it vaguely sounds familiar, but also probably not.
Might have been one of the ones that was playing while you're like half asleep or...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I fall asleep to YouTube videos and podcasts. That's just...
But I watched this one a while ago and I was like, oh, that seems like a decent movie. Like, I'll put that on the list. And then I watched his review of it again, like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And I was like, oh, no, let's start the season with this one. Like, I'm going to... Let's do this. And this is one where watching Papa Meat's review of it, I knew like, okay, I have to keep this under wraps because if you know anything about it, like you're not going to want to watch this one.
Oh, fucking hell.
This one, this is going to be a more graphic one that we get into and in depth with.
Is it
later.
2 hours long?
I don't think so. I think
okay. It's like I really like a respectable 90.
But it's got a really nice, through storyline with it. So it's not just people ripping each other to shreds for the sake of people.
Well, you did mention
ripping each
a
other to shreds
couple like reuniting and stuff. So that's an interesting element to throw behind it.
And then I know the couple's trying to reunite, but like her boss is like he gets exposed to the virus and he's trying to hunt her down because he's obsessed with her and shit. Ooh. So like. The whole movie, he's hunting her down, but she's trying to reunite with her boyfriend and shit. So I know that's like the through line of the story, but like them trying to get together and like these people in the background getting exposed and doing all these terrible things is the movie. But
that's an interesting combination.
I wouldn't want to throw on like it's different from, I would say like Serbian film has a decent story, but it's like meh. But like this one has. Like, it seems like it has a very in-depth emotional story and gets you invested in your characters that are actually going through all this shit. So it seems different to me.
As a concept, I am intrigued. So I'm able to go. I'm going to go in with that, like being aware of the concept and the things I find interesting about this, even though I am very on the fence about how it's all going to play out. But I'm going to come at this with an open mind for sure because that is it's a fascinating description in and of itself.
Yeah, it seems like, and like watching the reviews, or not reviews, but like interviews with the writer-director and everything, he didn't make it for the sake of just like showing graphic violence and shit on the screen. He made it for like the concept of like this is the idea of the movie and just the violence and everything is part of it. But yeah, it seems like it's worth a watch, and I really want to like shout out like this is a very indie production, and seems like it's worth a watch and needs to get a little bit of a following behind it as well.
Fuck yeah. Well, obviously, based on our track record, we like watching a lot of movies that nobody fucking watches. So
right.
Fucking go. Let's fucking do it.
Also, let's take a second to appreciate. We have the window open. It's summertime. We got the window open. We got the birds in the background, so you can hear those. We don't have the kitty up here this time, but he might join us for the.
He might join us. I might yell at him again for a while.
Yeah. He's got thoughts about movies.
He's got thoughts about movies. Sometimes I don't completely agree with them, like a fucking psychopath.
But anyway, yeah. As always, we appreciate everybody who listens, and please leave us a like, share, subscribe, and a comment, letting us know what you think about the movie. We are, as of season 4, going to be up on most streaming platforms, so like Apple Podcasts and YouTube, Spotify, working on getting those in the books and stickers, everything going. But yeah, don't be afraid to engage with us. Let us know what you think, and we'll always respond. We're willing to talk about the movies, whether or not you've seen them or not, and if you'd like to. What else?
What else? I mean, just fucking talk to us. Talk to us, and we'll have we have an interesting time. I'm actually very curious about how our opinions would be online, because we're online. We can't see each other, so we don't have to be, as open as actually we're person to person. So you can say whatever the fuck you want.
You could.
I can't see you.
You could say we're fucking idiots.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you on that. That's a pretty short conversation right there. I think you guys are idiots. Well, okay. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thank you.
At least you left a comment.
Please share.
But
notification bell for idiots.
If you know of anybody that would like to listen to us talk and bullshit about movies, go ahead and recommend us to your friends. Always spread. Like we're a virus.
Spread it like the virus that releases your inner sadism. And that is Cole-astic cinema.
Yeah.
That is the virus.
That is us.
Spread it.
We are this virus.
Amongst them all, and unleash your inner thoughts. Stop holding back and hit that share button and smash the notification.
Smash that little notification button and bells and icons and blah, 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 whatever the cliches are. But seriously, though, any engagement for us is great. We would greatly appreciate it. And great. I used great twice in the same sentence. That's bad English.
That's bad English is bad English.
That's bad. That is, yeah, you're right.
That is poor English.
Yeah, me twice. It's poor English. I'm speaking a language that I do not fully understand.
And welcome to America.
Anyway,
Yeehaw.
Yeah, any engagement with us gets us put up in the ranks, and don't be shy about recommending us and checking out the Patreon. Any donations would be great. We are, we're trying to get a following. We're trying to get monetized. So I know I hate to be on my knees begging for it. And
please look into your heart. Look into your fucking heart and just share it. Talk about it.
If you guys enjoy this podcast and want us to keep going and get better equipment and have better episodes, maybe even some live episodes with cameras and
we do have some fun ideas.
Yeah, we have great ideas in the work, and even see us going to the movie theater to go watch something that just came out. Like we would greatly appreciate just you working with us. And
I mean, you can find out a way to watch me cry at a movie in real time. Like when we're watching Ironclaw, you could easily just Niagara Falls. And who doesn't want to see just a large, hairy man just blubbering like a child?
Also, if you haven't seen Ironclaw, check out Ironclaw.
Also, shout out to fucking Ironclaw.
Is it on HBO right now?
I think it's on Max right now.
Yeah, it's on Max right now. Check out Ironclaw. It's a very good movie.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a wrestling fan, you'll love it. If you're not a wrestling fan,
I'm not a huge wrestling fan, and I love that movie.
You will also love it. It's a very, very great story. It's a true story, and it hits you right in the feels. It's a very good movie.
And fucking the homies in that did their work. They are jacked. Zac Efron's hands are like 5 times bigger.
Yeah, I don't know how you get your hands bigger.
I don't know how.
But holy shit.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, he got fucking jacked for that movie.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, we enjoy doing the podcast. So if you like us doing the podcast, you like listening to us, anything helps, and just let us know. Like even a comment, a like, share, a subscribe, anything to boost our engagement helps us out, and we will continue to be putting forth the product that you love and try to get better at it.
Oh, yeah. Just put us on in the background. Let's just keep on playing and playing. To boost the numbers, let's go, do some dishes, fold your laundry, kind of. You don't even have to completely listen, except when you hear something outrageous, which is all the time, because we deliver good content.
We do say some pretty outlandish things.
Outlandish things.
So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for us in this preamble. That's going to bring us to today's sponsor. This podcast is brought to you by Hopkins Brewing Company in South Salt Lake City, Utah, a low-key brickline brew pub with great friends, great brew, and great food. Today, I drank the Sesame Stout.
Ah, yes.
Holy cow. That is one of the best stouts I've had in a very long time. It's very roasty, very toasty, very, very thick, very just great dark beer. Even in the summertime. I know in the summertime, you like to go to lighter beers to stave off the heat, but even now, like with it coming out now, it was just the perfect stout, and it came out at the perfect time. Cole, what did you drink?
Oh, I had the Pine Mountain Ale, aka just the spruce tips, which is obviously it's a light beer. That's all I ever talk about, even though I enjoy darker beers. But it is honestly, the pine it's really just the tips. It is very nice and subtle and plays really well on your palate while also just being crisp. Take a shot for having a crisp beer. It is just really delightful. And I mean, if I can be a little poetic for a minute,
Go for it.
if I can get a little artistic with this, if I can
Yeah.
go off, Queen.
Do it.
Reminds me of just times of just cracking open just like a nicer beer, like a craft beer, but like in the mountains with your friends, like right in the middle of the day. You just finish the hike, you're at the very end of the trail, you pull it out, you crack it open, you cheers, and you just got all of nature around you and the beer. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's just smelling the fucking mountain air and drinking a really nice light beer after hiking up probably about 5-7 miles.
All right. And that's going to bring us to our newest segment of the
Newest
podcast.
segment of the podcast.
We're going to do a script reading for you all. This time we're gonna do a different script reading because neither one of us knows how to speak Taiwanese or Mandarin.
I don't know how to speak either. As you guys know, longtime listeners know, we barely speak English.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a script reading for y'all.
Now play that backwards. It's the script.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a cold reading of the end. Okay, so which one of us? So you, as Gordon, you get a little bit less dialogue. So do you want to be Gordon and Batman?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do the last scene in The Dark Knight. And yeah, let's just go for it. This is where they brought her, Gordon. After all your people handed her over, this is where they bound her. This is where she suffered. And this is where she died.
I know. I was there trying to save her.
But you didn't, did you?
I couldn't.
Yes, you could. If you'd listened to me, if you'd stood up against corruption instead of doing your deal with it,
I was trying to fight the mob.
you wouldn't dare try to justify yourself if you knew what I'd lost. Have you ever had to talk to the person you love most? Wondered if you're about to listen to them die? You ever had to lie to that person? Tell them it was going to be all right when you know it wasn't? Well, you're about to find out what that feels like. Then you'll be able to look me in the eye and tell me you're sorry.
Harvey, put the gun down. You're not going to hurt my family.
No. No. Just the person you need most. So is it your wife?
Put the gun down. Please, Harvey. God damn it, stop pointing that gun at my family!
We have a winner. No, Jim, stop him. Don't let him die. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Harvey, for everything, but please, don't hurt him.
You brought your cops?
All they know is there's a situation. They don't know who or what. They're just creating a perimeter.
You think I want to escape? There is no escape from this.
No one needs to escape because no one's done anything wrong, and nobody has to.
I've done plenty wrong, Gordon. Just not quite enough. Yet.
You don't want to hurt the boy, Harvey.
It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair. You thought you could You thought we could be decent men in an indecent time. You thought we could lead by example. You thought the rules could be bent but not break. You were wrong. The world is cruel. 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 And the only morality in a cruel world is chance. Unbiased, unprejudiced, fair.
Nothing fair ever came out of the barrel of a gun, Dent.
His boys got the same chance she had. 50-50.
What happened to Rachel wasn't chance. We decided to act. We three. We knew the risks and we acted as one. We are all responsible for the consequences.
Then why was I the only one that lost everything?
It wasn't.
The Joker chose me!
Because you were the best of us. He wanted to prove that even someone as good as you could fall.
And he was right.
You're fooling yourself if you think you're letting chance decide. You're the one pointing the gun, Harvey. So point at other people who are responsible. We all acted as one. Gordon, me, and you.
Fair enough. You first. My turn. Your turn, Gordon.
You're right, Harvey. Rachel's death was my fault, but punish me.
I'm about to. Tell your son it's all right. Tell him it's going to be all right, Gordon. Lie. Like I lied.
It's going to be all right, son.
Boom, boom, bam, 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 boom, 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 boom. Batman. All right, that was our first script reading. How did you guys like it? If this is a bit you want us to keep doing, let
I
us
don't give
know.
a fuck. I want to keep on doing it. I don't care if you guys like it or not. That was fun. You guys can eat a dick.
It was really fun. It's fun just reading the script because there's so many differences between the movie and what the script has written. So it's fun, and it's fun having your own artistic interpretation of what's going down.
Yeah, like I wanted to start off growly Batman, but like it's like maybe try a bit more Kevin Conroy. Like switch up the voice a little bit.
And like my Dent is he's more like just kind of less intense and just kind of like this is what's happening.
I was going pure. Honestly, I was just trying to do pure Gordon every time I recorded.
Yeah. I could tell that was. But yeah, it was like my Dent was like, you can yell at me, you can be mad, but this is what's happening.
Oh yeah,
and it's like lie to your son, Gordon. Do it.
Well, then I will channel Gary Oldman. He did a great goddamn
So
job.
it's fun. We really enjoyed this bit, so let us know what you think. All right, we'll be back after we watch The Silence.
My boy!
What how easy. Our existence isn't labored. What the fuck?
And that was The Sadness.
The sadness.
Holy fucking shit, that movie was intense.
That was an intense movie, dude. That was awesome. Like, that was a lot of fucking fun.
It was really good. Like, I honestly didn't know what to expect other than just gratuitous violence and shit, but
It didn't feel that gratuitous.
no, it didn't. It was so intense though. Like, it didn't linger on anything for too long. Like, it did show like bits like it didn't show the dude get his fingers cut off, but like it was like, very heavily hinted.
And then you see the fingers like fall to the ground.
Yeah, and then like a couple shots, like when the subway people are like biting into each other, and like the one where it was like biting into the neck, that was intense. But the one that killed me was when the dude bit out the other dude's Achilles tendon. Like that. That one made me cringe.
There's a lot of biting going on in this whole movie.
Yeah.
Like when they bite the dude's fucking nose and they hold on it for a little bit as they're stretching away.
Yeah, that one was brutal.
It's like, oh my god.
But yeah, like the story was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was good and simplistic. I thought it'd be like a lot bigger, kind of based on the premise of like a nationwide pandemic, but it's really just centered around kind of just mostly just the man, girl, cat.
Yeah,
and Jim.
It's got a very tight focus.
Very tight focus, which is really, really cool because I could see you getting lost in the chaos of what would happen if this actually fucking happened. Like,
Right.
then you lose the human element and the reason, like, why you get to the point, like, why am I watching this fucking movie?
Yeah.
But like I'm genuinely concerned for this young woman. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah, the fucking
this girl cannot catch a break.
the baby in the biohazard
Holy
bin.
shit, dude.
That guy was like, what the fuck?
Well, like they had even before that, they had the like implied one where like they're doing like the slow passover of like all the carnage and stuff. You see the stroller with just like this pulpy mass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god! And then the doctor just goes like, yeah, they would have like raped and then killed these fucking babies, and then she's going to put her bloody clothes away, and there's the fucking baby that he tried to kill after infecting it. It's like oh my god!
And it's like, oh, I guess one survived. Hang on, let me take care of that.
Yeah,
Real
hold on
quick.
1 second.
God damn it, dude.
Like you don't see him suffocate the baby, you just see him just shove his. Oh my god!
And then like, there wasn't like, the IMDb says that there's like severe nudity, sex and nudity. There was like one titty, and it was mostly covered by like blood and shit. So
and it's like her like after like kind of just like reveling and giving into those fucking sadistic thoughts, and then you have the one weird orgy scene. Which
but that's all just like flashes and shit. You never like really see.
You mostly just
It's all
seeing like blood, gore, viscera covered.
It's more just implied like.
Like letting you know the pure sadism going on behind everything, as opposed to just being overly like, and so here's these 4 people fucking engaging in a goddamn orgy. Like, no, it's mostly just.
Yeah, it's just like it's like flashes. It's more. There's a lot more implied horror than there is like gratuitous on screen shit, which I like a lot.
Which we had with like when and his name's just Businessman, pretty much the main bad guy for a while. It's just Businessman when he fucks Molly in the goddamn eye socket.
I was gonna get to the that's all implied too, but that was
it's like he's not. Ooh, it's like he's not gonna.
He's going for it. God.
We're gonna linger here for okay.
Yeah. So I like when it's more implied. It doesn't have to be.
I don't need to see a cock going in an eye socket.
No.
Like, call me a prude. But
we got a plane. Hold for plane.
Hold for plane.
All right. But yeah, I like when horror's more implied because like our imagination takes control and like what we're imagining, like we don't have to see it.
Yeah, no, that's my kind of preferred horror and thrillers and stuff like that. It's like where like what's in my mind is probably like if just as messed up as what's actually happening, I don't have to see it, or maybe even more messed up.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot more fun, I think.
But like the ending was so heartbreaking.
It really was. I mean, I kind of saw it coming when the doctor started talking about tears, like as if they're crying because of what they're doing when they're actually giving in.
Yeah.
And just like it just never pulls. It gets to that point where it never pulls up to Jim's face, but you do see like a tear going down the cheek. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
No, and then just like him dropping the phone. And then, what do you think about if we could jump to the ending a little bit, did you hear the gunshots?
Yeah, it's implied that, because the doctor infected her, so it's implied, like, because when she's crying and everything, and Jim's telling her how he wants to like rip her skull open and
cut her tits off,
pull
off her skin slowly because he loves her,
and she starts crying, but then she starts laughing towards the end and drooling is like, oh, it's taken over.
Yeah.
So when she gets up to the rooftop, the people that came to rescue gunned her down. So it's very sad. Like they both just end up dying in the end.
And they finally get to each other, only for them both to be fucking infected.
Yeah.
Well, and then he's still alive. She's dead. She got shot up, and he's probably about to be. I don't know if they're going to say. Probably not going to send any military in for a while. Probably going to quarantine the whole town.
I don't know. He might have bled out. Like his hand moves at the end because he did get shot in the neck by the doctor.
That's right. He did get shot in the neck.
So he might have. I took it as when he moved his hand, he died.
Oh yeah, he's pretty much just like, all right, and I'm done with this.
Yeah, but that was holy shit. That was a good movie, but that was intense.
Oh, dude, it really, really, really. Oh yeah. I never thought I could feel that much stress watching a guy on a scooter.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, scoot faster. Go. Scoot. Go faster, dude.
Yeah. It ramps up it goes from 0 to 100
Well, it starts
so
off
fucking
all
fast.
nice and soft. You got this couple, like they have the little issues going on. It's like, babe, I forgot about that trip next week. But, like, I have this shoot
job
for a German ad agency. Like, my client base is limited. I'm sorry, I've really got to take this. And she's like, we haven't gone out in a long time. Like,
Yeah, really, really, just really nice couple drama. Get to know both of them. But yeah, and it's like as soon as he drops her off and goes to get coffee, it just ramps up like fucking immediately.
Yeah. It's like, "Eric, can I get some coffee? I'll take just a black coffee today." I was going, "No, it's going pretty good," and just, poof, "Oh, it's the old lady from before," and okay, now shit just gonna hit the fucking fan. She's gonna fucking cough on some guys, oh god, the coughing was so just full of Out of all the gratuitous, like not gratuitous, but like all the gore and stuff, the most disgusting parts is like people puking onto people's limbs to spread the virus, or like hawking phlegm. That was the most disgusting. I saw a man get his nose bitten off, and I was more disgusted by just the huge chunks of phlegm coming out of this old bitch's mouth.
Yeah, and like the fucking when the doctor gets his foot shoveled off, and then
It's like shoveled off.
Dude throws up on it.
Throw up part a lot worse than the shoveled off foot.
Oh,
like,
my
oh
fucking God.
damn. Oh god, let's just stick with cutting feet off and shit. I don't need to see people puking on limb. Oh,
that was so nuts. But yeah, very very well made movie. I think it deserves more credit than it.
Absolutely, like only what $4,300, like $430,000,
something like that,
under $500,000.
Yeah,
like, that's.
But again, I think it was released directly to Shudder, so
yeah, kind of hard to make money off of streaming, which is that's a whole conversation for another day.
Right. But yeah, highly recommend this one if you're a horror fan or any of that. It is very intense, so it does not walk away without a trigger warning. There's a lot of talk about rape and sexual assault, and
a lot of talk about rape.
And then a decent amount of body horror. But still, highly recommend it. If you're a fan of any of that stuff.
Especially with that style of film when it comes to like the more Asian styles of like horror, and just like the music alone too, how it's scoring everything.
It's very pretty too. Like
incredibly pretty.
Like the landscape shots are ridiculous.
Or just like as he's looking out on Taiwan and
it's
just
all like smoky
and shit from before when you first see him looking out when he's just having his nice little bike ride. It's like, look at this beautiful area, and then someone's like, like within the span of 2 hours, everything has gone to fucking shit. Which is
it spread so fast
in 2 hours.
He dropped her off at like 8-9 o'clock, and then by 11 everything's just.
She had to be to work by 8:30, and then the president comes on and is like, "So it is currently 11:08." It's like, wait, it's only 11:08.
Yeah,
holy
the
fuck.
entire country is just in shambles.
In shambles. Everyone's just giving into those sadistic fucking. Behaviors and just man,
the fucking like the general is just him turning on camera, killing the president. It's like, oh fuck,
that was like funny as hell, but also like I like it when horror movies can have some elements of like comedy in them. It's like
you gotta have some light stuff. Like you can't have it be intense all the time.
Yeah, you gotta have a point where a guy just like smiling with black eyes takes a grenade and shoves it into somebody's fucking mouth.
That practical was so fucking cool.
Just the music playing, just pulls the pin out with his teeth.
Yeah, he tongues the pin first.
Tongues the pin, like, and then shoves it in homie's fucking mouth, and then ducks behind him, turns him around to face the camera, and then just
fucking dude, it has like Major Scanners vibes when the dude's head blows up. It was perfect.
It's like, oh god, I almost wanted the general to pop back up and be like just head level where the guy's head used to be. Like oh man,
dude, it's been a while since I've seen a good head explosion. That was
solid head explosion.
I don't know why, like that shit it's like everything else is just so like horrible and intense, but that one
you're like, oh dude. No, oh my god, no, oh no, cat run. Wait, hold on, what's this guy doing with the grenade?
He blew his head off.
Is he cunnilingus that? Is he cunnilingus the pin?
That's so fucking funny.
First of all, props, dude. You got some solid fucking tongue work going on that pin right there. But also, oh my god, it's in the dude's mouth.
Overall practical effects, like
practical.
I don't think.
Yeah, was there much CGI used?
I don't know. If there was, it was very minimal.
Yeah.
But the makeup and special effects department did a very, very, very good job.
Just the amount of blood everyone had to walk around in.
Oh yeah, they had gallons of that shit.
Gallons of that shit. Fucking businessman was just nothing but covered in blood for.
He was like, all right, I'm on set. Blood me up.
He's like, okay, I'm going to have my 5 minutes of being a little bit of an old creep on a train, and now black eyes, all blood.
Yeah, his anytime he's on screen, like he fucking stole. Like he's so intense.
Oh yeah, but also like it's I don't know if it's charismatic is the right word, but like there's a bit of a gravitas behind his performance where he's just like no, I'm here, and like yes, I'm just like everyone else right now, but I'm more scary than what everyone else is doing right now because they're kind of just in the background. I'm making this personal, and just bringing this to the forefront.
Yeah. He steals the room like every time. Like when he pops up at the hospital, like the dude moves and he's just staring at her through the window. It's like, oh fuck,
or like he just like makes it so he can sneak under and he's like, sorry boys, the slut's mine, and then just like it's like, jeez, whoa, oh god, and he's got that slow deliberate walk that is just haunting when it's like, no, it's like I don't have to run, I'm not worried, I'm gonna get her.
And then the all credit irreversible or irreversible the French horror movie. I'll credit them for doing the fire extinguisher through the head bit that they emulated in this one. Like that was so good with the practicals on that too.
Oh yeah, it's like oh dude, solid. Just
like hit him a couple times and I forget the last thing he said to her before she just completely caves in his skull.
Something horrible.
Yeah, it was something horrible.
Something involving the word cunt or slut.
No. He said, "You're just like me, violent.
You're just like violent and depraved."
And then she fucking caves in his skull. So I'm wondering, because viruses can spread through all sorts of means. If she got infected just from his blood.
That
because there's no way because she was screaming like the whole time she was doing it she was screaming
mouth open screaming.
And I was like, close your fucking mouth.
Well, I also kept saying like I don't know why these people are taking off their fucking masks. Just fucking keep every orifice covered that you fucking can.
It came out at a good time too. Like it was released in 2021. We were still, I think we were at the tail end of the pandemic,
which means it must have been shot like around like
around peak pandemic. So yeah, a lot of people had masks on, which was good.
It was a nice little kind of, it feels weird to call it a nice throwback, but a throwback to kind of what that time was like a little bit.
Right. I think now that everything's kind of calmed down with COVID and everything, I think this movie, give it a watch. It's fun. Knowing that it was filmed during that time makes it very timely, but time. I keep repeating words in my sentences.
Time. Limited vocabulary.
But give it a watch with that mindset, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Also, yeah, man, it's just so much. It was just so much fun to fucking watch. Like,
yeah, I was surprised that you liked it. Like,
I thoroughly enjoyed it, dude. Like, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't move.
No, you didn't move. You didn't say a single fucking thing. And I'm
like,
I'm over in the corner, just like,
oh shit. And I'm just like fucking just one finger, hand on chin, just like, okay, I see what you're doing there.
Dude, there were so many bits in that movie where like, I hammed it up a little bit, like, oh shit. But there were a lot of parts where I just sat there with my mouth open, like, with an eyebrow up, like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, like during the eye fucks, like the skull fuck scene. Like, did he just? I think
had to stop the movie. He was like, I need a second.
It's like I think
did that just happen?
Yeah, that just happened. Bathroom break. I think this seems like a good time for a bathroom break.
Oh man.
We're just gonna pause it right here on his just fucking horrifying, just like evilly gleeful face.
Yeah,
like a lot. They do a great job of just like looking like, because they're being sadistic, like having that kind of evilness behind them, but also just like they're thoroughly enjoying giving in.
To
the sadism.
not having the restrictions of
it's like finally the
society
freedom. Like every actor does a really really good job about that. Like even the minor ones that are just like kind of in the background doing stuff. Like it's like you see like just the reveling in just the depravity and just like fuck it. There's no more rules. There's no more morals. Fuck it all. You feel it, do it.
Yeah,
and you can just see the glee, but also like just to have that nice little small little tears.
Was like to know like what they're doing. They still know what they're doing is horrible, but they can't help themselves.
Yeah, exactly. But they can't help themselves, so they're all just pretty much fucking psychopaths.
And like I remember one was when I just had my mouth open, like holy shit, was the slow one shot of him driving through the city, and like the baby carriage is just a mass of blood.
Yeah, just a mass, just a pulp, which means
and then it's just like everything's on fire. There's still people in the background like beating each other up, and he's just slow.
People fucking corpses.
Yeah, like that was one where I had my mouth up and like, God damn.
In the span of 2
And it was so pretty too. Like the fact that it was a one shot, and like it was so pretty.
Beautiful, no cuts at all. Just like you could have like the nicest music playing.
Hey, check this out.
Look at this.
And we're gonna move up and pan up to the guy on the schooner, and then we're gonna come back here, pan to these people doing terrible things, pan back to him.
Hey, it's like,
all
oh,
while
there's
he's just staring, and then they notice him, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
No, beautifully shot movie, dude. No, I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was a fun surprise. This was a fun surprise movie.
The teenagers that were beating up the dude on the basketball court,
like the twist.
yeah, like his face is all swollen, so you can't tell. Like his eyes are black.
His
and
eyes
he's
are blackened
infected.
out, and it's like, so what is it? No, don't
Yeah,
stop. It's like, oh, like this is just these kids beating up this random guy.
yeah. So when our main character, when Jim chases him off and he tries to help him, and they finally looks up at him, and you can see his half of one of his eyes black. He's like, why did you stop them?
I was about to come. I was about to come.
They're like,
And then the kids come back around.
they're
Because
fucking throwing bricks or something.
yeah, because I commented, I'm like, really? That's how you scare off these fucking psychopaths? Like, really? But then they circle back around and start pelting him with fucking rocks. And he's got to fucking run and jump the scooter while this other guy's just like, I was so close to coming after they rammed me into a fucking pole wrapped with barbed wire.
They rammed my balls.
My bowls right into the Jesus. He's like, I was so close to what? What the fuck?
The one thing I will say about this movie, the subtitles went by fast. Like it was like,
yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I got to read fast.
Oh yeah, no, I like that about that because some movies that have subtitles where I'm just reading with like the actual like an audiobook going on in the background. Which,
And if they pop up too soon, it's like,
that just ruined the whole moment for me because it's like here's the subtitle, but by the time they finish, like the impact is lost because I already know what they're gonna say. The subtitles were really well done.
yeah, I think this one because it keeps it fast. It keeps you like on the edge of your seat, like trying to keep up. But everything else is so fast and intense, where it's like, oh shit.
I've never had a threesome before. I'm gonna fuck you and that fat slut. You're like, oh, what? Holy shit.
Dude,
Leave Molly alone. What happened to Molly? Oh, Molly's now infected and she's gonna cut off the wee man's fucking that guy. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That little fucking prick. He's like, what about me? And the nurse is like, yeah, it's not broken, you're fine. He's like, oh, my fucking nose though. She punched me in the nose because I almost let them get fucked and raped or killed and raped.
Dude, that first reveal when the businessman like he just stabs her in the eye with his umbrella, and then it just pans up and his eyes are black, and he's like, this shit's happening.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's going down. The umbrella's a metaphor for my penis. This is foreshadowing.
It was. It totally was. Oh, goddamn. All right. Let's see. I didn't take any notes. I was like, this movie, I didn't have to. Like,
No,
every single scene was just so memorable.
Oh, yeah, it all stuck in my head incredibly well. Not even really many problems with anything with how everything played out. Like,
No.
I was curious what happened to Molly, but as soon as I asked, we found fucking out right away.
Yeah.
Nothing was really left to guess. Yeah, no, I have no.
I love the ending is subtle. It's subtle and just implied, but like you kind of know what happened. She's infected and she got gunned down, but it's not seen. It's just doing a slow zoom on Jim dying and everything.
Yeah, well, which is awesome because if you don't hear the gunshots at the end, I think you can trick yourself to think it's a happy ending. Like she's laughing because. But it's also just a natural reaction, like when you're so like shook and just like
Yeah. Yeah.
But with the drool and everything coming out, the nervous laughter just becomes excited laughter. So I wonder if she would have been okay had she not been infected by the doctor, because he's like, you would have turned within the past 5 minutes because you've been exposed. But so maybe you're immune. This guy's just way too like going fast and loose trying to find a cure for this thing. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
He's killed like 6 fucking babies.
Yeah, this guy, he doesn't need the virus to be unhinged.
I don't think he was aware the virus was going on before he started just infecting.
He's just torturing babies.
Yeah, and he's like, wait, what?
What's happening?
That was the reason why I was doing this.
Yep, totally the reason.
It was the Alvin virus. You know, someone got a chipmunk from Wuhan. It was Alvin and the Chipmunks. It was all that.
The Alvin virus.
Virus.
That's such a silly name for such a horrible
all
thing.
the names are just so basic too. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I know
Alvin, Jim, Cat,
Cat,
Molly.
businessman.
The doctor.
The doctor. Three. Molly is barely in the goddamn movie. She gets the name. You got the doctor and the businessman who are like have pivotal roles. That is all they're known as, and that is fantastic. I'm for that. Like I don't know what it is about that. That's just. Well, who'd you play? Oh, businessman. Oh, so not a big character? Oh, no.
No, I was like the main antagonist besides the virus.
I'm the scariest monster besides the virus in this fucking thing. And they just call you businessman? Yes, businessman with a name? No.
No, I think it's scarier that he doesn't have a name. Like he's just some random businessman.
He is just some random dude that just happens to, take the train every day with Kat and just gets his fixation on her.
Yeah.
Creeps on her.
He's already kind of obsessed with her,
Yeah.
having seen her every day on the train.
And he's like, today is the day I decided that I'd tell you that you're really beautiful. It's like, okay, dude.
All right, calm down.
Scale it back there, bud. Businessman.
Oh, man.
And also, she's made it clear she's not into you. Stop talking to her.
Yeah.
She's like turning away. Also, if someone's reading a book or like on their phone, don't fucking talk to them.
Yeah.
Like in any public transportation situation, if you see someone reading a book, first of all, be amazed that somebody's reading a goddamn actual physical book.
Yeah.
Just be like, marvel at that insanity. It's like, wait, what? Really?
I'm the one infected with this crazy virus, and you're reading a book? You're the crazy one.
It's 2021 at the time this release, and you're reading a book on the fucking subway. Are you sick? I mean, I am. I'm about to fuck somebody in their eye socket, but what the hell? Or if they got their headphones in, like the amount of time I take public transportation, I've got my headphones in, or like I'm reading it. Don't fucking talk. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like if I don't want to talk to anybody on public transportation, should be silent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody should be talking except for like the drunk dudes in the fucking back.
Yeah, the drunk dudes in the back, but they're mainly talking to each other.
They're just like and like mumbling and just like hey. Let's get off here. You're fucking nuggets, man. You're fucking nuggets. Don't talk to people on trains. Leave people alone and don't masturbate on trains. That wasn't in this movie, but it's implied.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just don't masturbate in public.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. It's not cool.
Don't do it.
Nobody wants to see that.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, it's also a short movie, which after last season was a welcome reprieve. It's like only like an hour 40.
Yeah, it was
super
nice.
easy, goes by super fast. And no notes. Like I thoroughly enjoyed all of it. I mostly just felt terrible for Kat and like why won't anyone leave this poor woman alone?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And then she's like, but also, I don't know. It does make you wonder what you do in those kind of pandemic situations where like shit's going down. Because for a second there, I'm like, just fucking leave Molly. Just drop her. She's done. She's got stabbed in the fucking run. Just fucking run. Stop carrying this dead weight. But also, I guess, you kind of want to do the right thing. You think you'd want to do the right thing in that situation.
Yeah, you never know unless you're put in that situation.
Yeah. But so it makes me wonder, like in that situation where I'm watching it thinking like, no, just me, fuck everybody else. And then wondering if I actually would be, I probably would be that sap trying to help people and end up getting my fucking self killed in the process.
Yeah.
Not like that wee little man who just, fucking hell. Fuck that. I'm so glad. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
There's always
I'm glad he got his
There's
dick
always
cut
somebody
off.
in every goddamn horror movie like, fuck that guy. I'm glad you're dead.
I'm glad he got his dick
cut off with a fucking, I don't know the name of the tool, but while she's monologuing about how she can never make friends, but she just needed to find the right kind of people, and then just
the bone saw.
Yeah, the bone saw. Yeah, using a little bone saw on his bone.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I can use words.
I love the that they cover. It was already covered in blood, so when she turned it on, it just kind of like
starts spitting it out.
It's like, oh shit.
And on everyone's acting when they're doing those things is so deliberate and serious, and just like she like really just like delivers the line. You can see her just enjoying in the depravity of it all, which I think really adds to the whole sadism thing behind it. Because I think you can kind of just get lost in the fact that it is sadism and it's just people just going crazy and doing crazy things. Like, no, like this is sadism. This like you are reveling in this. Like this is hitting that button. This is hitting that pleasure button. And just, everyone does such a great goddamn job with that. Like there's a whole bunch of fantastic actors.
Yeah. Great movie. Highly recommend. That'll bring us to the close of this episode. Thank you for joining us. Season 4 is a go. And like, share, subscribe.
Smash the notification button and suggest some more movies. If you guys know anything in the vein of this, I'm definitely down to fucking watch that. Like,
100%.
100%. People don't realize.